A lake just 22 kilometers from the German capital is disappearing at an alarming rate. Its fish and marine life is dying, and the local businesses are struggling to stay afloat. The Seddiner lake has become a grim reminder of the impact of climate change. Here's a full report.
The Seddiner lake in Brandenburg, Germany is shrinking. This lake is drying out. Fish and plant life is dying. Local businesses are suffering, and the lake has become a symbol of the impact of climate change.
This is a bad sign. You could also put in a more extreme way. It is a horror story for the region's water landscape. The water needed is just missing. It has now been missing for the third year in a row. We had a relatively damp spring and it was looking pretty good. But then the temperature started to escalate again to daily highs of 30 to 35 degrees. And it is going to stay like that over the next few days. At the moment, there is an alarming shortage which is having an impact on the rivers, lakes and groundwater.
The Seddiner lake, which spans 218 hectares, is an inland lake that is fed from groundwater only, leaving it at the mercy of rainfall and human water usage. Record summers in the region have made the conditions worse. The German Environment Ministry says the region witnessed its third hottest summer last year after 2003 and 2018, since records began in 1881.
We have been experiencing drought since 2018. 2018 especially, but also 2019. It looked like there was going to be no drought this year, like we might be able to experience normal temperatures, but especially now, we are seeing that this is not the case. We are evidently walking towards another drought year. That means that for the third year in a row, the lake is losing a massive amount of water.
The lake also represents the failure of humans to check their overexploitation of natural resources.
You could say that the problem is largely man-made if we would consider being more careful with our water, or at least leaving the source water we have within the catchment area alone and watching more what we are using. Then we at least wouldn't be in such drastic trouble, and we are working on this project.
Local businesses are struggling to stay afloat. There is hardly any fish left in these waters.
There are only a few fish left. There's no way for them to spawn. A few of them get caught. It is all a cycle. There are no more opportunities to contain it, and one day this lake won't be here anymore and tourists will be surprised.
I have been coming here for nearly 7 years. That's when I discovered it. It has changed. The water has just sunk so dramatically, and I mean all the reeds are standing on dry land. So you do think about what will happen with the lake.
There has been a lot of talk about this shrinking lake in Germany, which lies just 22 kilometers southwest of Berlin. But talks alone will not save it. Urgent action is needed to fight climate change at a global level. Bureau Report, WION World is One.